Okay. So I have to say this. I don't think there's any amount of arguing that you can do with boomers to convince them anything. So this little like parable keeps popping up in my mind and in my feed lately, and it's who would you rather debate? A smart person or a dumb person? Like a genius or a not so smart kind of guy, you know? And of course everybody senses the like trick question about it, but the intentional question for the midwit is like, oh, the dumb person, so I would win. But it's obvious that you want to debate someone who's smart, even smarter than you. Because if you're really seeking the truth, then you can both hash it out and actually get to the bottom of it instead of arguing who's more right than the other, right? All this is to say, with a smart person, if you give them the data and the evidence and you cite your sources and use decent rationale and logic, you can kind of formulate a representation of where you're coming from as an idea. What I found is it's very, very extremely super rare to be able to do that with a boomer. I just had a series of conversations with some boomers. And I tell you, when I say I told them about the minimum wage needing to be $60 to equivocate what they had in 1970, and the cost of housing being at least $120,000 minimum, the fact that people are buying essentials and paying bills on credit cards, nobody can afford to get a new car, how food has gone up 400% in the past 4 years. Your government is ran by satanic pedophiles. And you can cite your sources and show them the data. You can do all of that stuff. And they will not change their mind. I do not understand. I've talked to people who have jobs where you would generally describe needing some level of high critical thinking and IQ. And I just get slogans as responses, catchphrases as responses from like 2010. Things you heard people you smarter than you think say smart things, right? And those have been debunked for a decade now, and they still cite those traditional boomer sources: bootstraps, avocado toast, spoiled and whiny. We've heard it all. But like, dare you say the boomers are the most materialistic and egotistic and self-centered, narcissistic group of people to ever exist? They do not want to change their mind. They know what they're doing at this point. They know that they are stealing the silverware off the Titanic as it goes down, telling everybody to be quiet because their favorite song is on. Stop making me uncomfortable. Go be poor somewhere else. That is every single boomer who is not changing their mind. There is no way you can tell me they are so great to maintain America for so long that the world that they live in, that's so perfect and wonderful for them, did not take smart people to get them to that point, and them intentionally not paying attention to the fact that my generation isn't getting married and having kids. They don't care. They know they don't care. So stop trying to convince them. Labor strikes, tax strikes, sit-ins, upside down flags. Like, start doing things. Pacifism. No hurting anyone. But we have to make them hurt otherwise. On holidays, right? Don't show up to work. Service industry jobs, don't show up to work. Warehouse jobs, logistics, industrial. Unless someone's life directly depends on you, don't work on holidays. Whatever holiday you want. Start with that. If your boss is not paying you enough to survive, tell him. Pull up their tax or their income statements or what their publicly available accounting or whatever. I have a friend that found out that per commission, he's only getting like 1 or 2%, while the owners are splitting 80, and the rest is going to the company. Let them know that you know that, and that you can't afford to put a new roof on your house. Make them uncomfortable. Get in their uncomfortable spot. Let them know this is not sustainable and this is your fault. Things are only going to change if you change. And you have to then change your circumstance. And if there's someone controlling that, let them know you want it changed. Simple as that. There's no organizing that needs to happen. There's no overhead that needs to be maintained. No hierarchy. Start taking things into your own hands. Pacifistly, peacefully, whatever. Because, like, you're not going to change their mind with an argument. Start moving.